beautiful. Welcome back to War Thunder and welcome aboard Topokrushkin's P-39N-0 Air Cobra, which is a Russian Lend-Lease American Rank 3 battle rating 3.0 fighter plane equipped with a single 37mm M4 cannon with 30 rounds and two 12.7mm M2 Browning machine guns in the nose with 400 rounds. And in comparison to the American version, which is also the N0, there are 4 light machine guns missing. I have no idea where they got lost, but it doesn't matter in this case, because the light machine gun damage output is also not the greatest. So I had a light glitch there, I don't know what happened. Yeah, and I'm playing a little bit around with the mech because this plane has no real overheating issues. You can easily control it, but for the part where I'm climbing, I like to have full power, and the additional drag while opening the engine cowlings for additional cooling is not as big as the benefit of having full web in the climbing process, that is. This is why you see me very often playing around with mech. The Air Cobras, they were always the kind of strange brothers of the P series, of P51s and P47s, because they actually also had 50 cals, but always as backup. The main armament was always this 37mm. However, it was very hard to make work. Sometimes, on the other hand, it's really nice. And this is my first victim, an SM-79. I don't know why he has chosen the head-on pass, whatever. I know some of those planes, some versions have a single Italian 50 caliber machine gun, a heavy machine gun in over the pilot. Actually, it's very funny to look at it, but you know, when you go head on against a fighter with a single machine gun, I don't know. Then I spot the BV-238 and I'm literally constructed to take this thing out. Not quite this model, but you know, 37mm gun, high explosive shell, bomber, it just fits, you know. I know exactly what I'm about to do. Then I look around and I see my my assigned squad member having a BF-109 on his tail. I cannot let this happen. So abandon the chase of the BV-238 and I sneak on this BF-109. Nice! So, second kill. Easy as that. And I have to say, I picked this plane specifically because I played it like a few days ago for a few matches, and I got really into grips with it. It's just so nice to fly with Soviet comrades. The matches are just chilling. You're just chilling, you're killing, you have a good time. And when we later on look at the results, please remember this is battle rating 3.0 at rank 3. So it's a rather low battle rating for a tier 3 plane, in my opinion. And after all those tank reviews in the last days, today I finished rendering the tank review on the Tiger H1. I'm not sure when to upload it. I might make a few more days between the tank reviews so you guys can catch up and not get flooded all the time with all those informations. Yeah, so I think I needed a little bit of chilling as well. And this is the beauty of War Thunder. When you're fed up with tanks for a while, you just can hop into an airplane and just have a good time. At least in my opinion. And as you guys know, I'm not really a jet person. Currently, even the most hardcore jet pilots say that the jet level is broken again. So, I don't have so many problems with the BV238 and all this low tier um, TU4 substitute stuff. But you always have to respect the BV238 and you have to get yourself into a very good position. And this is what I want to show you. This match was just simply one of those matches that you just had a good match. The results were there, and as you could see in the beginning, also this kill on this Japanese fighter was really nice. So the handling of this plane is good at rather low speeds or in stall situations. And as far as I know, the King Cobras and the Air Cobras in particular were really known for having troublesome times in certain maneuvers due to their construction, the engine being mounted behind the pilot. So this is actually surprising how well they fly, especially in comparison to some other planes. I really always liked the King Cobras and Air Cobras. However, it was always about this 37mm cannon. When you are, used to the German Mk108, it's not much difference in terms of shell velocity and overall damage output. Although the 37 does more damage than the 30mm, which shouldn't come as much as a surprise, I guess. So I'm trying to stay out of the firing range of this BV238. I think he could hit me here if he would take over manual controls, but I'm right at the edge of the effective range. Now, one BV238, unlike a TU4, can't do that much damage to a base, and I just think I had a quick look at the leaderboards. Yeah, there it was. He does not have too many bombs left. I think he took out like 2 mini bases so far, so he doesn't have too many bombs left. And when you go into these situations, just don't dive right now. Wait a little bit more, a little bit before you are exactly above the target. Yes, that's good. Let's see how it works out. Aiming for the wing. Multiple big hits. He's on fire. He hit me a little bit with the machine guns on the tail section, but no critical damage. He tips over. He's burning. He will not recover from this. And I'm actually surprised that he managed to stabilize the plane right now, but not for too long. Yeah, the camera is screwing around with me again, and I just turned around right now for safety reasons, if he really will not recover from this. But a second fire finishes him off, and the wing breaks off clean. So, another kill. Nice result right there. Meanwhile, my Russian comrades have cleaned up the sky so far from those pesky Germans. Yeah. And I'm just, rolling a little bit around. It's kind of relaxing to fly this plane. Really, it is. The superb performance for battle rating 3.0, I feel confident that I can really easily take on the flight performance of higher Focke-Wulfs such as the A5, for example. Especially because of me having the maneuverability advantage. You struggle against Japanese planes in a turning fight, but that shouldn't come as a surprise. However, you have superb boom and zoom capabilities. Although at speeds of 600, the rudder, not the elevator, the rudder begins to lock up, and then you have really a hard time to adjust your flight. But you can do the speeds themselves. On a regular basis, I managed to pull off like 11 to 12 Gs and not rip my wings, so even in this respect the plane is very forgiving and very nice to fly. At this moment, I have absolutely no idea where the last enemy players are, so I just keep my altitude 5,000 meter. That's more than decent. There are no real combat messages except our or my allies, so to speak, racking up the plane kills. And there is the Me-410, and she seems to go rather low. That's rather low, right? So I have to sacrifice all my altitude. Let's have a look how it turns out. Cutting the throttle. Cutting into his flying path. I'm rather fast with over 700. Nearly 800. I have no real control problems. Over 800 kilometers an hour at low altitude. Pulling a lot of G's. The pilot nearly blacked out. A wing over again. Just to kill all this unnecessary speed. Trying to take the lead. And 137mm does the job. And the Me-410 actually bombed the Yak-1. That was really nice. Well, when this happens, I really laughed my ass off. It was totally unexpected, you know. There are a few Me-410s that actually have a bomb, 500 kilograms, I guess, if I remember correctly. The first one, maybe the second. I'm not sure about the second Me-410. They actually have bombs, and he really got the kill on that. It just was the cherry on top of the cake of this match. But we're not done yet. There is the last enemy fighter, a guy called Nox in a Focke-Wulf, and he seems to have a boom and zoom duel with a LA5. So I obviously have to help out my comrade, right? So I'm here aiming for my ace. I already have 4 kills in the back, and decent amount of ammunition left. Half of my 37mm cannons, and like 300 out of the 450 caliber shells left. So I was quite efficient with my shells so far, especially considering that I attacked the BV-238. And I think that's the magic of the P39N-0. Especially because I fly this plane with the Russians, I very often encounter the Germans, and it's very surprising that I see so many German bombers these days. Especially the Heinkel 111 and the SM79s. They are really prominent and are really seen very often in the matches. Are people really trying to spade them in terms of getting the torpedoes for the close beater? I have never encountered so many German bombers throughout the matches, that is. And I perfectly cut in behind this Focke-Wulf 190A1. And yeah, then I have also again the rudder problems. I overshoot, but it's not a problem. He never can follow my movements. I'm way too maneuverable, and he's a Focke-Wulf. Poor guy, poor guy. Strafe him a little bit with the 50 cals. Yeah, and a 37 in the tail was just good enough for a critical, and then the LA5 secures the kill. Let's call it kill securing, you know. Obviously, I was in immediate danger of getting outturned by a critically damaged Focke-Wulf. Yeah. But you know, I did not even mind too much. A sad smiley into the chat. But hey, it was really a nice match, and I can highly recommend you to fly those planes with a 37mm. Sometimes it's just really nice to have this kind of smack in the nose. let's just have a quick look at the post-battle results, and you can see it's not just relaxing, but actually worth it. For 4 kills, 1 assist, and numerous hits, I got 114,000 silver lions with nearly 9,000 modification research points. And because I'm currently researching nothing, I have no multiplier for that. And I was just second in team with 3,248 score points. So that's the Pokryshkin's P39N-0 Air Cobra. A nice plane, nice to fly, and a lot of fun. I highly recommend you to fly any kind of Air Cobra or King Cobra, therefore, and try to get used to the 37. It's really fun when you hit and not spark. Anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comment section if you have any experience with those Air Cobras when fighting against them or fighting with them, and what do you think about them. Please give this video a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other in the skies of War Thunder.